after the first day between setups, and I went up to him with my book and I said, Spielberg, I know people must come to you and ask this all the time, but I wonder if you would consider reading my book sometime and maybe even making a movie out of it. So he was very gracious and said, sure, I'll take it and put it on my bookshelf, and if I can get to it sometime. So, that was as much as I wanted, really, for him to acknowledge that I had written something and see my face. But the next day, he called me into his office and said he had read a little bit of it, and he gave it to Frank Marshall, who was producing E.T. Frank, they were all very young people, Frank and Steven and Kathleen and Melissa. It was kind of like a college kind of vibe about the whole thing.
Were they married at the time, Frank and Kathleen?
Kathleen were married at the time, and Melissa was married to Harrison Ford at the time, Melissa Matheson.
Right.
And so it was like a community of kids, just hey, let's get together and make a movie. So he called me into his office and he said, well, we read a little bit of your book and liked it, and we're kind of behind the 8 ball on the Poltergeist novelization, the draft we have. So if you can promise to give us the whole book in a month, you got the gig. So I said, deal. And that was how I got started in Hollywood.